I'm on the football field, and now I'm running my plays, and I'm getting my way to become a diamond coach. And then what happens? A lot of coaches get to diamond, but a lot of coaches don't get to 2-star. What happens when coaches become a diamond? Well, I'm going to tell you. Coaches get to diamond, and then they defend their diamond. Okay? So think about it this way. When you advanced to diamond, what changed? Right? What changed? I'm going to tell you the only thing that changed is you. Because nothing else changed. The combine didn't change. We still ran the Team Cup. We're still launching new programs. Shakeology is the same. All the things are the same. Something changed. And I'm going to tell you that what it is your mindset changed from this offensive approach to the business and then going on defense, trying to protect your lead. I'm a diamond. Life is good. What does a diamond on defense look like? I'm a diamond. Life is good. What happens? Oh, I'm going to lose a coach. Hurry, replace her. Woohoo! Still a diamond. Guys, don't do that. Let's get off of defense and let's get back on the field. Let's set the new goal, right? And let's head towards 2-star.
Woo! Great.
And do all the activities that get you from diamond to 2-star. But here's what I need you to know. I met with a new diamond one time. I think I was in Seattle. And she said to me, Doug, I'm a brand new diamond. What advice would you give me? And I said, honestly, I think what I would tell you to do is go buy a journal. And she said, go buy a journal. Why would I buy a journal? And I'm like, listen, just go buy a journal. And she's like, okay, I'll go buy a journal. She goes, what do I do with the journal? And I said, here's what I want you to do. You're a brand new diamond. You've done all these activities, right? All these things that got you to diamond. And I want you to take your journal and write down everything you did between coach and diamond. Just write it down. What did you do to advance to diamond? And she said, okay, I'll do it. I'll write down everything I did to go from coach to diamond. And I said, perfect. And then I got talking to her, and she said, okay, then what? What does that do for me? And I said, well, what it doesn't, I don't know if it does anything for you, but it does something for me. And she said, what does it do for you? And I said, well, when I come back to town and you're still a diamond, I'm going to go tell you to read your journal. Because the activities that get you here will get you here. And that's where coaches get stuck. The business doesn't change when you get to diamond. You do. Okay? And you need to not do that. So the first pitfall I would tell you to watch out for is at diamond. Don't go on defense. Don't defend your diamond. Okay? Your diamond will get stronger as you drive towards 2-star. Okay? So what happens at diamond though? So what does defense look like? What does this organization look like? Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to put defense up here. Defense. Another thing happened. So I was doing a training at the company, and can I see that? Okay. So we were doing a training at the company. We used to do a meeting that's called the Quarterly Business Review. And in this meeting, the sales guys would go into the company, and we would teach how the coaches work and what coaches do to the employees in Santa Monica. Well, on this specific day, I was asked to bring a coach to the meeting. And so I invited coach, her name is Brigitte Linford. And Brigitte, on this Thursday, became a 15-star. Okay? So I brought Brigitte Linford into the company, and she's going to teach the company the typical day of a Beachbody coach. And I was like, this is brilliant, perfect. Brigitte, come and teach us. So she did. She came in and taught us. And what she said, hey, I'm a superstar diamond. And essentially what she did at that time is she was working 6 hours a day on her Beachbody business. Okay? And she said, what I do is I divide my business or my time into 2 pieces. She said, me hitting Success Club, and then my team. And I was like, awesome. So she literally said, what I do is I start my day. I work 6 hours a day on my Beachbody business. I do 3 hours in the morning on me hitting Success Club and me doing all the things I need to do to reach my goals. And then I spend the rest of the day for 3 hours working with my team. And I was like, that's brilliant. Like that's a great thing to know. I told you I'm a comp plan guy, so I pay attention to numbers. So I'm like, all right, awesome. That means that a superstar diamond coach is spending 50% of her time recruiting and 50% of her time with her team. And I was like, awesome. So I went out, and of course, I started talking to other superstars. And, there's lots of variation, but in one way or another, they were like, yeah, I focus on me getting to, Success Club 15, Success Club 20 every month. I focus on my own activities first, then I focus on my team. Well, I was like, all right, that's a cool data point to understand. 50-50, that's how a superstar divides it. So what do I want to know? I want to know diamonds. I want to know 2 stars. I want to know 5 stars. And I want to know 10 stars. So I'm looking at each of these ranks going, what does their percentage look like? Right? Like what should it be? If superstars are 50-50, what's a diamond? So again, I'm out on the road, I'm meeting with coaches, and I'm doing one-on-ones, and I would ask diamonds. And it was so interesting. I get to these diamonds who are essentially on defense, and I would say, so talk to me. What do you do? What does your day look like? And, a lot of them were like, man, I'm really busy. I've got 3 kids. I have a job, all the things. And I said, awesome. Some of them would say I give Beachbody an hour a day. Some would say I give it 3 hours a day. And I'm like, awesome. Whatever the answer is, perfect. My question was, what do you do with the time? And most of the time it's like, oh my gosh, my team. I've got these incredible coaches on my team. And I said, that's awesome. Who's your next diamond? And they would say, oh, Susie's my next diamond. She's wonderful. Perfect. Is Susie hitting Success Club? Well, no, but she's working really hard. And I'm like, awesome. So it's like understanding what they do with their time. And so I would kind of talk to them and figure out what they're doing. What I found out is they were like 20% of their time recruiting and 80% of their time with their team. And I was like, okay, maybe we're starting to define defense a little bit, because I'm going, it doesn't feel right to me. So, of course, most of my thinking happens on airplanes, or it used to, but I was like, all right, we got to figure this out. Like, this has to make more sense. Then I forgot about one other number. This one right here. Right? When I became a coach, I didn't have a team. So this was 0, right? And this is 100. So I'm a coach and I'm starting down this football field. I put 100% of my time into recruiting, right? So now I've got 100% when I'm a coach, 0 because I don't have a team, and superstars at 50-50. What if all I did was 90, 80, 70, 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, right? Get rid of this 20-80. I mean, that made more sense to me. That it's like at a diamond, you still ought to be directionally 80, 90, 100% of your time, maybe not 100, 80, 90% of your time recruiting. And your team should be getting 10, 20% of your time. Okay, so what does that mean? So now when I go to a diamond and I say, you're a diamond, great job, how many hours a day do you work your Beachbody business? And they say, hey, I'm busy, I'm a mom, I got all the things. I say, awesome. What do you do? She go, I work Beachbody about an hour a day. Perfect. What do you do in that hour? And they start to talk about their team. If I understand this, you know how much time their team should get? 6 minutes. So how many of you do that? How many of you, your team gets 6 minutes of the hour you give Beachbody? Okay, you'll hear other teams talking about income-producing activities. I think that's a Moira, everyone kind of talks about it. But the activities of the 4 vital behaviors, your Success Club system tracker, all those activities, well, if you'll notice, they're all here, or most of them are, right? The activities of recruiting and bringing people in. So my question for you guys is, why do we get out of balance? Why do we spend so much time with our team and less time recruiting? Why? Well, I'll be honest. This is fun. This is not fun. I don't like being told no 50 times a day. I get it. It's not, it's just the truth. But you know what? If you're going to build a business, a Beachbody, you've got to figure this out.
Amen.
This has to be where you focus your time. You've got to gain confidence in yourself. You need to run the best groups possible. Your challengers need to be in your challenge groups, having transformations, converting to coach. You need to be putting your time into your recruiting, because this is where the business stops. When you stop doing this, everything stops, and I get stuck at Diamond. So guys, I think I'm going to stop because you guys have got Kim Carver coming up. I just want you to know, do the basics. Stay in phase 1, do your recruiting, and I'm telling you, that's how the business gets built.